again, t-shirts didn't work out, apps didn't work out. That's okay. You need to take what you've learned, even if you think it's a failure, to level you up and do the next thing. So what I told my grandpa, and what you guys should tell your family, friends, and yourselves, is look, if this thing doesn't work that I'm doing right now, you're going to take what you learned, and that'll prepare you for the next step. That'll let you have the confidence and skills and new skills that you didn't have before to go do that thing. So again, taking what I learned doing t-shirts, doing iPhone apps, I decided to take all of those marketing lessons, sell them on retainer. And honestly, guys, the minute that I started selling retainer services, my business changed. I was able to leave college, leave my crappy jobs. I got my own apartment, and like that feeling of like, you know, getting the keys to your first apartment and like buying your first car with your own money. I mean, that's what really opened my eyes to the power of not only entrepreneurship, but you know, being able to have your own freedom to make your own decisions. In his videos, he's done some funnel breakdowns in the group, but he is a really, really good implementer and strategist. He can run campaigns that kill it, but he hates selling. So what he's done is he's created a white label agency, essentially, and now he has people who are good at sales, bring in business, they split the fees, and they can work together. So yeah, that was something that I learned back then. Cold calling, doing cold outreach. Even if it's a referral who is sent to you, don't go in with the mindset that you're going to sell them something. You need to go in with the mindset that you want to learn about their business, build a genuine relationship, and then and only then, if you believe you can help them, you offer them what you have. That was a big shift for me because I was going to businesses like scared. Like I had my laptop, I had like a presentation, and I would like, do you want to buy this thing that I'm selling? And the second I shifted to genuine relationship building and trying to understand the business, I mean, the game changed. And that when you're picking up the phone and calling people, the conversations flow so much easier. It's not, hey, I'm Brian, I work with so-and-so and we do this, are you interested? It's, hey, I saw you online, I think what you're doing is awesome, I'd love to learn a little bit more, who's the right person to speak with? And I've done that with all of the clients that I have now, and you build such a longer lasting relationship. So I think that's one big takeaway. The two big takeaways so far: you don't have to be a pro at what you're doing to sell that and deliver it as a service. Find the right team. And then two is definitely ask questions. Focus on relationship building, question asking versus selling in your agency. So we'll get you next.
Sorry about this. But
God didn't like my speech.
Great. Yeah, right? That's good. You got busted down by
Let me add on to that what you just said too. In the spirit of transparency, I know we got a couple people in my community too. I mean, it's funny. Like I've been told by a couple people that I'm a little too humble because I don't think that what I did is impressive. And a lot of us here, I think, are in that same boat. But what you guys have done so far would be impressive to a lot of people who haven't done it yet. And something I learned is that the people you want to teach, the people you want to lift up and help, you only have to be a page ahead of them in the book. You can help people behind you in that journey get to there. And I just, in the theme of being transparent, like I was sharing with you guys before, I just lost 2 clients that were a big chunk of my income last month. Like it's not all, you know, pretty, it's not all roses and, like you said, highlight reels on Instagram. There's a real side of the business that's frustrating, and I, again, through the Entrepreneurs Alliance, learning from you and Dave, want to try and be that person too and show you guys you can get to a point, but it's still not going to be perfect. You still have to learn, get better, and you can still help other people who aren't there yet, because what you guys have done, like what you've learned and the businesses you built is impressive to a lot of people. So don't be afraid, and don't let that keep you from helping people and doing more with that. So.
Awesome. Well, hey, Brian, what is something that you didn't expect on your journey towards success?
Oh man, something I didn't expect. Probably that it would take as long as it did. You think, you hear people on the internet, especially in digital marketing, how they made $100,000 in 5 months, they did all this stuff. Like, again, I started my journey when I was 15 years old, and it took me a long time to figure out how to make money. It was 3-4 years into being an entrepreneur before I made any kind of actual money, and then a year or two later until I was earning enough money to go live on my own. So I think that patience is really important, understanding you got to fall forward. It's not failure, you just learn what you did in the past and keep going with it. Again, awesome. Just realizing the power of community. I go to people who I know have access to the audience I want, and with the goal of building a relationship, not that I'm trying to extract anything from them. I mean, I've done influencer outreach in the past, and even as simple as asking for a backlink to your blog post something. People don't do that. If you go lead with the ask, they're not going to do that. But partnerships for sure, because